Ah, damn. Just a knife over here. Nope. No, it's not. Oh, let's break pieces off then. How's it going? I'm just about to start fishing. I just wanted to start the live. Okay. It's gonna be different. How's it going, everybody? Made the first cast. Stinks over here. What's going on? I would like to stream on my I would have liked to stream on my canoe, but I didn't have enough time today. How's everybody doing today? What do you mean, what's feed? Oh, what am I using for bait? Are you asking? It's kind of overcast. It's like it's been sprinkling off and on throughout the day. Some homeless people all the way on the other side of the lake. Just got here, so I don't know if these fish are eating right now, but we'll see. Also might have it a little bit too low. But what's everybody up to today? Anybody do anything fun? Anybody got any cool fishing stories? I might be too low. Yeah. No, it doesn't look that low. I don't know if I had a bite on or not, but we'll see. Oh, you're driving right now? Come on, man. I mean, driving and listen to a live stream is fine, but like driving while you're typing is not cool. I don't like doing that. I'll only do that like a stoplight, and if the light turns green, I put my phone down. I just leave it on type. Okay, there's fish around. A fish just dived down not too far from my bobber. If I don't get no action like this, I'll switch to a spinner. Am I hooked on weeds? No. Oh, speech to text. Yeah, that works. My problem is if I hit the Siri button, like it doesn't want to work. And if I try and hit it again, I'll accidentally hit it twice and it'll shut itself off. Well, the best thing you can do when you're just starting off fishing is to start off cheap. Make sure you're doing things legally, because that can cost you a hell of a lot more. That can cost you a hell of a lot more getting fined, or depending on where you are and what you're fishing for, possibly arrested and get all your shit confiscated. I don't know how it works in the UK, but I hear there's some pretty strict laws and a lot of stuff over there. But I would always just go with something cheap and just try and go something easy. There's a lot of trial and error when it comes to fishing, so you just gotta be patient. And if you lose something or break something, you just gotta move on and deal with it. You know. Yeah. No, I'm stock trout fishing. I'm in Alaska. We actually don't have bass here. There's a lot of stuff we don't have here. I should make a video on what kind of fish we don't have in Alaska, because there's a lot of stuff we don't have. There are fish around over here, so I know I'm casting in the right direction. It's just no, I just got here. There are fish around here. Like that bird keeps diving for them. It's just they're getting a little bit spooked. That's all. But I've caught plenty of trout in this same spot doing this exact same thing. And it's also possible my bait's a little bit too big. But that's fine. I can always adjust that. Thanks, Cal. They are sometimes hiding in the banks, but also it could be I didn't check the barometric pressure for right now, and they could be way out deep out there. I really don't know, but I got a lot of little tricks up my sleeve. If I'm ever homeless and starving to death, and as long as I got fishing gear, I can always eat. I won't starve. Oh, throw in the Kool-Aid eggs. Is that what you're talking about? My girlfriend and I were fishing with those the other day. We were getting some bites on them, but just fish aren't really. They're not really looking for eggs this time of year. That's more like that's more of a fall and winter type of thing, because the fish are trying to eat old eggs. Yeah. Kind of wish I had some spot shrimp from work. That would be nice. Has anybody here ever heard of Alaskan spot shrimp before? Or Alaskan side stripe? Yeah, I know. I'm going to rebait this in a little bit. It was just a tail piece that I broke off. I forgot my knife at home, because I don't like ripping pieces off. I like cutting them so that way they hold together a little bit better. Plus, these shrimp are kind of rotten, so like they're not the most appetizing meal right now. But that's fine. I got a lot of fish at home anyway. I need to cook. I literally brought home like I want to say like a few pounds of king salmon collars and a whole bunch of red salmon scrap. I'm gonna barbecue all of it, and that's delicious. Thanks, Brad. Right now, I'm not exactly fishing for food. I'm fishing for fun. So even if I don't catch anything, I'm not worried. This might be a little bit too big, but whatever. It's softer. That didn't go in at all. I'm fishing for stock rainbow trout right now. There are some landlocked king salmon in here, but they're probably fished out by now. They haven't stocked those in quite a while. Okay, that was a bobber. Well, the thing about throwing the bait is, um, depending on where you are in the U.S. or a lot of parts of America in general, it's actually not legal to use bait in certain lakes. I can in this one, but it might be a little bit too shallow. But yeah, you can only do that in certain places, and I don't want to do that right now. I'll do that when I'm about to leave, because I'll just get really shrimp, and I'll just get more next time I go to work, which is probably tomorrow. I haven't been able to live stream very much because I've been really busy at work and other stuff at home. So I wish I was bringing you guys more live streams. Yes, I am. Well, it's not a pond. It's a small man-made lake. So you might as well just call it a pond. Oh, I did that wrong. All right, cool. I've never actually had luck with trout biting on corn, but stock char will bite on corn. They'll bite on corn fairly reliably. One time I caught a little stock char that was probably, I don't know, 10, 12 inches, and its belly was completely full of corn. It literally had a corn row in its stomach. Mm. And also in Alaska during summer or spring or anything like that. Oh, what was it? If you can only fish with one pole at a time. Okay, there's a fish jumping over there. They're starting to smell it. You can only use one pole at a time during the summer, but you can use up to 2 hooks on it. During the winter, you can use 2 tip-ups, a pole and a tip-up, or 2 poles. And you can only have 1 hook on each. Yeah, the small lakes by the airport. I think you might be talking about DeLong, Sand Lake, and Little Campbell. My live stream that I did on little bite. The live stream that I did on my canoe, my first one, that was at Sand Lake, and it was really windy that day. Yeah, if I was to throw bait first, my bobber and my bait's only that far. Like I can't really throw the bait first. I'm not. If I was fishing in a raging current and I was fishing bottom, having a floating bait or something, then a 4 or 5 foot leader line, then yeah, absolutely, I'd throw the bait first. But there's no reason to do that with this. I'm using cooked shrimp as bait. It's pretty reliable here. I've got a video on exactly how I do it, but it's just a different type of shrimp, and they're also brand new. Like in this exact same spot too, same tree, same everything. I was come here for several live streams and caught a shitload of fish on camera. Not even trying to keep them sometimes. I would do worms, but I don't want to pay for them. And getting earthworms around here is kind of difficult if you're trying to do if you're trying to get them naturally. Most of the time, you're gonna find you're actually gonna have a better chance of finding compost worms and like mealworms and stuff. But you know, you can't really use mealworms, and compost worms are too thin. Just the ground here is not hard, and there's also a very thick layer of ground cover and lots of dead trees on the ground. So it's kind of hard to find worms sometimes. Plus, I don't really have the trick down to knocking the sticks and getting them out of the ground. I remember in the first the Godzilla movie with Matthew Broderick, they electrified them. They electrified the ground while it was raining to get the worms out. Well, the funny thing about power bait is the stock trout here don't really like power bait. I've tried power bait hundreds of times and I've never been able to catch shit. Yeah, this is too big. Let's take this off of here. It's weird. They'll bite onto trout magnet fairly well, but not wonderfully, that's for sure. You kind of have to entice them with something else along with the power bait, like a egg or something like that. And I don't have any eggs on me. Oh, I do have my Kool-Aid shit. My stuff got wrapped up. Sorry, I keep getting stuck. Not yet, no. Well, I think I had a small bite earlier, but that was about it.
I was getting a bunch of them down here, and now I'm moving up here.
Yeah, there's usually a school that sits around here somewhere. Should have done this the first time. Have a good day. Oh no, sorry, that was on a live stream. My bad. What the hell? Just let this thing just cast it out and lose it before I wrap my tackle up in my line. Oh, that guy had a bite over there. Oh shit. Okay, cool. Almost made a big boo-boo there. Damn. Wait. You caught a 50-pound sturgeon in the spot that I'm fishing right now is what you're saying? Cast out straight then. Why not? So, Harry, you got some picture proof of this 50-pound sturgeon caught in the lake that I'm fishing in last night? You gotta corroborate that story. How's it going? Sorry, I don't understand any Korean whatsoever. So, Only Korean I know is Shiba. That's it. That's all I know. Maybe, you know, some stupid phrases if I can learn them, but I don't really care. I don't really care much for that. All right, let's try something different. Okay. Now, some people are asking me about what the red one is, and that. Oh, I'm slipping. Is the old Kool-Aid. Let's see if fish want to bite on these if I can get one of them out. Oh, these bugs are starting to become annoying now. There we go. What's the secret to limiting out on trout? Be consistent and be persistent. Consistency and persistency, I guess. I put this on the wrong side. I'm slipping again. These ones I put on here are a little different. Put it on this top bit up here. It is a little big. Yeah, but there's a good chance I'll only be catching bigger fish with this. If this doesn't work, I got a lot of other stuff I can try. Okay, it's the right way up. Hook size, I don't remember. I am using a circle hook that I like quite a bit, especially if I'm in a canoe and it's wavy, because then I can't see what the bobber's actually doing. Shit. Okay, no, I didn't. Line, I'm using 10-pound braid with a 10-pound fluorocarbon leader, about, I don't know, 6 feet, 5-6 feet. Hook size is just a circle hook. It's a circle hook that they use for like flies stuff. I got one because I wanted to try it out and I liked it. So if anybody watching wants to, you can take a look at my channel. I got a lot of stuff on there, and there's a whole lot more coming. I love food, and so should you. And you really don't need to be. You don't need to be eating like a king in order to eat good. I sure as hell eat good, and I'm poor as shit. Yeah, I didn't think they would like these. Okay. Yeah, I'm not liking this already. All right. All right. Let's switch over to a spinner. Well, actually, no, I got one more trick I want to try. That's way different than using this. Take that off. Where's the black thing? Where's the black thing? There it is. A lot of you guys liked when I used this thing quite a bit. I like it. It's pretty cool. It's just a little weird how I have to set it up. But I think it's meant to be tied onto your leader and not like clipped on like I have it, but yeah, it's all good. I'm not going to use eggs on this. I will use shrimp again because this is what they bite onto when they see this thing. It's a small hook, but I can just move this in the water a little bit, and the little purple thing on here spins. It's pretty cool. Meat on there. Still a little too high. Okay. So you guys can get a little bit better look at it. It's just a tube and it slides up and down. This little thing spins. I think I just did, actually. Not very good at this. I'm a lot better interacting with people when they're around me. Not exactly just talking to myself for the camera or the screen, whatever. Because like my main problem is I know I'm good at talking to myself, but not when I'm talking to myself all the time. Not all of it makes perfect sense to everybody. It makes sense to me most of the time. Sometimes I just talk a bunch of gibberish, but everybody does that sometimes. Okay, I'm just gonna reel this back real slow just to see if it attracts anything. But yeah, I'm starving, and I do this a lot. I like to go do this as much as I possibly can. Pretty chill guy to hang out with. I'd like to get a buddy of mine to go fishing with me tomorrow on my canoe, because he's never been on a canoe and he's also never been fishing before. And we're gonna live stream the whole thing. He and I have known each other for a few years, and we have a good time. Oh, something bumped it. Come on. I gotta let that sit for longer than that. But yeah, at work today we got some Copper River red salmon. If I don't get to go fishing on my canoe tomorrow, I'm probably gonna try and go salmon fishing, because there's salmon starting to run around here, and I could possibly catch myself some sockeye, king salmon, or some chum salmon. I can't catch any pinks until next year because they only run on even number of years, and silvers have not started running yet. Silvers don't start running until halfway through summer. Supersonic Royale. I believe I remember you, yes. But remind me. Sorry. My brain's all over the place today, but it's all right. I'm a little bit scatterbrained, like just usually. Nothing different when it comes to me. But how's everybody going today? If everybody wants to get better at cutting fish, they can take a look at my channel. I got a lot of stuff on there they can learn, and a whole lot more to come. But yeah, it's kind of a boring day. That's okay. That's just how fishing is sometimes. Yeah, I know. I'm fishing over here because I don't have enough time right now to go to a different lake and take my canoe out. Oh, I'm getting a little nibble. I don't know, it's bumping. I don't know. But no, I wanted to take my canoe out to a really big lake so that way we can do some real fishing. Yeah, there's something moving my bait around a little bit. It was. But yeah, I just don't have enough time today. I would have actually been able to do it today, but I had to go to work. Somebody was sick yesterday, so I had to go in for him. It's okay. It's a little bit extra money for me. But he was pretty sick yesterday. He was only at work for like 4 hours and he left. But I hope everybody's having a really good day. I don't want to be one of those. I don't want to be one of those streamers, especially in real life, that is just basically gonna make everybody else's life a living hell. I don't like doing that normally. Okay, I'm gonna do a quicker retrieve this time. I don't want it to run into a little bit of grass right there. But I can just rest it right next to it. Just like that. Thanks. I'm told either my voice is really good or really annoying. I guess depending on who you ask, but thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that. But sometimes I think my voice is pretty annoying. I can also change it quite a bit. Like as a kid, I watched a lot of cartoon. I watched a lot of cartoons, and I did a lot of voice impersonations because, a lonely kid's got to keep themselves occupied somehow. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, thanks a lot, K-Ray. You can definitely hear it a lot more often. Because I'm definitely not going to give up on this YouTube thing. I'm going to take it as far as the sky will take it for me. However the hell I got to do it. If I can't kick the door down to monetization, I'll steal the key and break in, or I'll pick the fucking lock. Oh, little bite. Yeah, sorry if my foul language bothers some people. It's just I grew up in the fish house, so I'm used to really just talking a certain way. And I know if that offends people, I understand if you don't want to watch my channel. It's all good. But I don't want to really change for anybody unless I'm being paid to do it. I don't really want to change unless I'm being paid to do it, you know what I'm saying? But all right, cool. Thanks, Kay. But I like to joke around quite a bit, in the world that we live in today with how fucking miserable everything is all the time. I can't help but just, I gotta laugh at stuff, even if it's really offensive and messed up, like the new Kanye song. I can only listen to the first minute of that because I was laughing so damn hard. I know he's really bipolar and stuff, and he really needs mental help, but he's rich as hell, and that's just grade A meme material for years to come. Oh, bite. Bite. It was a light bite, but it was a bite. I haven't seen the whole music video yet. I've seen clips of it when all the dudes are standing in the formation, and they're chanting in their caveman clothes, the name of the song. It's unbelievable. That part's pretty funny. Like I can find a lot of stuff funny that a lot of people wouldn't. And hi, honey. I'll get propane on the way home. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I just remembered something. I can't get propane on the way home. Damn it. Oh, I gotta wait till I get paid. Okay, we'll have salmon collars today. I can smoke them actually. I got wood. Come on. Okay. Здравствуйте. Я никогда много русских. Пожалуйста. Okay, I love you, baby. Trying to get one of these fish to want to bite onto this. Might be too intimidating for him. Well, it wasn't for the first couple. Yeah, I have a girlfriend. I know, right? I'm actually surprised she went onto my live stream. I figured she would just text me. But that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. I'll try one more cast and all. And I definitely will change up this time. I actually meant to get propane on the way home, but I checked my account. There's like $7 in it. I love when bills come out. Yeah, she is very supportive. Oh. Wow, these fish are just nibbling. They're not really looking to bite a whole lot. Wait for a second. Because one time I was fishing here, they were just like biting right where my bobber is. Right in front of me. No. Come on, damn it. Okay. Let's do something different. Okay. My girlfriend was trying to catch fish on this the other day. A weed. And nothing was biting, so I'm gonna take this off. And I got something in here that'll fish will bite on. Let's try a little spinner with a gold thing on it. Yeah, my girlfriend's very supportive. She and I have been together for about three going on 4 years now. Okay, I didn't realize this thing was just real quick and we'll get fishing. The problem is the lines I got around the okay, I know where it's at. Somehow the line got flipped around there. So this will cast real good now. I think she had an issue with casting this yesterday, and that might have been why. I don't really remember. But yep. My girlfriend and I are having those salmon collars tonight that I was talking about earlier. Oops. Those things are delicious. If anybody ever gets a chance to eat not Atlantic salmon, that stuff, all of that stuff's crap, but like big trout collars or salmon collars, bone that's right behind the head that you cut off with the head, or the little belly fins that are under the belly that kind of just sit there and look like they don't really do anything. When you trim all those off and then you marinate them in some teriyaki sauce and barbecue them real quick, oh man, that stuff's good. And little red salmon collars, they only take like a minute to cook on the grill. And you can cook them at as high of a temperature as you want. You don't even need to flip them. The king collars, you really just need to like cook them for maybe 5 minutes on the grill and they're done. They cook so fast. All right. It's gonna take me a couple of tries before I can really get this on here. But yeah, if you're looking for a cheap like alternative to getting really really nice fresh salmon, then salmon collars and salmon heads is where it's at. The salmon bones and stuff like that. If you guys want to see what I'm talking about, take a look at my YouTube channel and just look up the video I have of cutting king salmon, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Because there's a lot of meat on those fish, and you don't really need a lot of expertise to get it all off of there. I mean, rockfish are harder to deal with than salmon are, but salmon are also much trickier to fillet because they're a lot easier to screw up than rockfish. Rockfish is really easy to get right as long as you have the right technique. Do I have mode? Oh, modo. Oh, do I have a moderator? No, I haven't really gotten that far yet. I think there was a fish following it. I gotta slow it down. But no, I don't have a moderator. I'm still working on a lot of stuff right now. A moderator is not really my main concern right now. But in the future, I will be looking. In the future, I will be looking for moderators. Just not right off the bat. Yeah, of course. Thanks, man. I got this ugly stick because I don't know, I just wanted a super light pole. I have a light, the other pole I was using is light, but I can't really toss out really light stuff. And yeah. At work, I wanted to bring you guys fish cutting live stream so you can see, you know, my skill in real time. Because the videos that I make, like, they showcase my skill, but the thing about it is there's a POV camera, there's a POV mount in my iPhone strapped like to my chest in front of my face. And I have to make sure you guys can see. I have to make sure you guys can see all that stuff while I'm cutting. And that makes it, you know, way harder for me to cut, and it's also a hell of a lot more difficult. But if you guys want to check it out, I really appreciate it. My videos haven't been getting a lot of views, but you know, the algorithm doesn't know me yet, and I'm also in a weird niche, I guess you can say. Yep, trout. How's it going, Magic? I can't see the fish. I'm not sure if they're following me. Put some polarized lenses on. That doesn't help. I see into the water a little bit better, but I still can't see the fish. I am fishing for sock rainbow trout. Be kind of cool if I had like a fisheye lens filter or something for my phone. Because then you guys be able to see like the whole curved view and stuff. That'd be sick. But no, we don't have walleye. We don't have pickerel. We do have pike, but they're restricted to a certain area in Alaska because they're highly invasive. We have wild char, stock char, dolly varden, burbot, lake trout, cutthroat trout, minnows, obviously, and a shitload of salmon. I have not tried pike yet, but my girlfriend's an Alaskan native, so she wants me to make something called pika guduk, which is like a never melt ice cream. I actually have a video on that too. It's pretty good to eat if you like fish. It's fish, berries, Crisco, and sugar. It's actually a lot better than you might think. Refrigerated or frozen, doesn't matter. I like having that on toast. Yeah, Dolly Parton. I know that's what I said at first, but no, it's actually called Dolly Varden. It's a trout species really similar to Arctic char, but it's kind of in the middle between char and trout. I wish we had crappies here. I've wanted those. My girlfriend's had them. I wish we had muskies here too, but we don't have them. Somebody did illegally introduce muskies to Alaska at one point, but they were eradicated because they're not supposed to be here. They were placed into one. Oh, okay. I hate when it happens. It's fine. Happens to everyone. Okay. All right. Oh. I didn't know they had muskies in Maine. Nice. We don't have we have no types of bass here, and we do not have catfish. I mean, people call rockfish rock bass, but they're not. They're nowhere near the same thing. Rockfish is a deep dwelling ocean fish. Like they're nowhere near the same fish at all. They might cut slightly the same, but that's about where the similarities stop. Okay. I think I have a better motion for this that I can get fish to attract to it a little bit better. How's it going, John? Is Pike really your last name? Yeah, I'm getting stuck on weeds. Huh. Yep, we have neither one of those. We do have another type of fish called Alaskan blackfish, but they don't really get big enough to eat. They're fine to eat. It's just like a, I don't know, it's like a really small burbot, which is kind of like lingcod, which is it's like a really tiny freshwater cod that you just scale it, gut it, head it, and eat it, fry it, and eat it whole. They're not bad. I've caught a couple of small ones, but I never really. Let's go with center a little bit, maybe. Let's try that out. I've only driven through Wisconsin. I've never really like taken a look at it. Well, I know your light cycles are completely different because it starts to get light here. Right now, it starts to get light here at about 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's gonna look like this, overcast, probably until about 9, 10 o'clock at night, and it's 5 in the afternoon right now. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yep, fish. Oh, it's a little one. Ha 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 ha. Well, that worked pretty well. No, that's a little, really young rainbow trout. Really, really young. Well, that worked pretty well. I'm gonna do that again. That's something you'll notice about me. Whenever I have something that works and I have fun, a lot of time that's what I'll say. Well, let's do that again. Or like when you have one of your really unhinged friends, you're about to go out of place, go out somewhere, but you two have been friends for so long that you're just like, you're not gonna die or get arrested. That sounds like a horrible idea. Let's do it. That's kind of what enticed me to go ice fishing at first, honestly. That fish was so tiny. I wouldn't even like. The only time I'd ever keep that is if I gut hooked it, and like yeah, because I don't want to keep those. They don't have no flavor to them. I didn't like that one so much. It's fine. But how's everybody's day going? Yeah, we have black, brown, grizzly, and then we have Kodiak. We have Kodiak browns, or Kodiak grizzly. I don't remember which one was which. But yeah, we also got the polar bear, and then we have the hybrid grizzly polar bear that the one guy shot. But there's others. They definitely exist. I've never seen them personally, but you know, nature's really crazy, and I'm pretty certain there's a whole lot more of them out there. Yeah, we got wolves too. We got a lot of wolves here. They're mostly further north, but the wolves definitely are present here. We got moose, caribou, um, Dall sheep, which are like mountain sheep. We have I think black-tailed deer in southeast somewhere. I believe there's elk on Kodiak Island. At one point, there was a herd of wild cows on some random island down near Homer, but somebody hunted them all to extinction, and they've been there for like 200 years or some crazy shit like that. We have marmot, fox, wolverine, porcupine. There's wild turkeys up here that somebody like released, but people don't really complain about them. Hopefully, we don't start drilling. Well, drilling Alaska for oil. You might have forgotten about the oil fields in northern Alaska and the Alaska pipeline. So they're way ahead of you on that. Oh, yeah, there's seals and walrus. I've had seal before. Seal's pretty good. Walrus, as far as I know, people mostly use them for the ivory. But you can't hunt walrus. You can only take walrus if you find a dead one. And that and when that happens, it's fair game to anybody. Same thing if a whale gets beached on on the shore somewhere. As long as it's still good, people can take whatever they want of it. Like there was a whale that was beached not far from home over the winter, and yeah, people took chainsaws and took pretty big pieces out of it. That's for sure. I wanted to, but it was too bad by the time we got to it. A bite. They're smelling the shrimp on here, so that's good. What about some weed and blunt? Perfect spot. Yep. Yeah, you can say that again. And it's legal up here too. I mean, a lot of people smoke weed while they fish, that's for sure. Yeah, the fish don't like the smell a whole lot. I mean, I did catch one fish on this. I'm getting bites. I'm just missing them. Yes. Let's go. Let's get Cooper a tampon. Nice. Oh, the fish don't mind. I mean, here people don't mind it. Well, the fish don't mind it here, as far as I know. Never really had any issues. I mean, I've heard some people using like nugs of weed to catch fish. My spinner wasn't spinning right. That's why. How's it going, Nawada? No, sorry. The phone's really close to my face, so it's kind of hard for me to read it. Nice to meet you. Welcome to my channel. If anybody here wants, I know I say this a lot, but if anybody here wants to get better at cutting fish, you can always take a look at my channel. I've got a lot of stuff on how to get better cutting certain species at least. So I've got a lot more to come. I know how to cut more than 100 different species of fish, and there's probably a hell of a lot more that I can't think of. So definitely keep a watch out for that. I've been trying to get a couple of other videos done now, but problem is I don't know like what my problem is with how my videos aren't performing very well. So if anybody could watch my videos and actually give me some feedback, that'd be nice, because I really haven't gotten very much feedback at all when it comes to my videos lately. Really, just in general, like, I don't know, it's hard. I knew being a YouTuber making videos wasn't going to be easy. But it's just, a lot easier when I get a little bit of feedback. Huh. Okay. Thanks, man. I just want to, to be honest with everybody on the stream, real talk for a little bit. I actually made a video on this, but nobody really watched it or cared about it. So if you want a little bit more of a different story, you could, I don't know, a different version of it, I guess, an edited version of it, you could look up on my channel. It's one of my videos that did well less than 100 views. It's whatever. But I actually, over the course of the Christmas week, somehow while my girlfriend was out of town, in my sleep I ruptured a disc in my neck, and I was out of work for a week. I went back to work about a week after it happened, and what was it? And I basically had to hold my arm above my head, my my right arm touching the top of my head, because the nerve pain got so bad, and the nerve pain was so bad, and sometimes these two fingers would go numb when they'd be sitting on the side of my, sitting down on my side, and I'd have to raise it up. Like, I would have customers ask me, "Why do you have your hand up like that?" And I said, it's a medical excuse. It's a medical problem. I have a ruptured disc in my neck. Ruptured disc in my neck. And I get a little bit of sympathy and stuff. They get whatever they want and they move on. But yeah, I was supposed to get the surgery a couple months ago, but I figured I have work to do because I'm not making enough money to take off of work right now. So I don't have any worms right now because I'm broke. So I basically have to push it off until about spring, about fall, to when work slows down and I'm not losing as much money by missing work. Oh, there's a bird's nest there. I didn't even realize it. Great. Okay. Maybe that's why the bird's nest. The line on here might be a little bit too heavy. I really don't know. But yeah, when I get that surgery, I'm gonna be in a neck brace for about, I want to say, 6 weeks or so, and that's not gonna be a fun time at all. I mean, I have to say, it's possible that some shit could go wrong in the surgery, and I'm gonna switch poles. Some shit can go wrong able to walk out of there. You know, I might be under anesthesia and some bad shit will happen. All of a sudden, I wake up and I see a big ball of light saying, "Yeah, they fucked you up." That's basically my worst case scenario, or paralyzed from the neck down, or just dead. Whatever ends up happening. I just hope I can get out. I just hope I can get through it and then just move on with my life. Because, frankly, that whole experience of that when that first happened was really traumatizing. Like I had a what was it? Yeah, I'm using 8-pound test. I'm using 10-pound test on this other one. Try something a little different. But I'm really hoping by the time I get that surgery, I can be monetized. Because then I have two little bits of income coming in for the time being, and I can try and use my job to at least help me, make this work until I can do this full time. Because, man, I'd love to be able to do this full time. It would be so awesome. I'd love to be able to entertain all you guys because I really love making people laugh. I just hate being taken advantage of and being paid pennies on the dollar for a skill that I've worked several years to get really good at, and make the couple of companies I worked for, a few $1 million in the process, and then what am I left with? Basically nothing. Some asinine shit that we deal with nowadays with how living situations are, and how they make us, basically just live off of fucking rations, man. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I just want to see what happens. I've caught fish doing this before. Put a spoon on there. Yeah, put a spoon on there with a bobber and just creep it back. Just wait for something to take and set the hook. The one live stream, I was actually casting slightly over that way, and I cast it out. Oh, that was a bite. I cast it out, and then that was a fish. And yeah, the bobber wasn't in the water for more than 3-4 seconds, and I already had a bite. The bobber was under the water, like completely under. It just set the fish. It was really easy. Pull it. Ooh. Real slow. This thing moves pretty good. Okay. It actually moves in the water way better than I thought it would slow. It doesn't really move very well at all fast. Okay. I set it down a little bit lower. I was using that rooster tail earlier, but I got one bite on it, and that was it. So I like to switch up a lot. Oh. Okay, I didn't mean to cast it over that way. That's okay. I don't really have much casting room over here. Oh, I had a bite. Oh, I had a good bite. It keeps going after it. Okay. I was losing it. All right. I'll read your chat in 1 second. Let me just walk up this. Okay. Oh no, I catch fish to eat them. I just have so much fish at home that I don't really have a need to catch more fish, but I do it anyway. I sometimes give it away at friends at work. Sometimes I'll just eat it. Sometimes I'll give it to my girlfriend's son. He'll eat it. Sometimes my girlfriend will eat it, but she's kind of sick of lake fish right now, so she doesn't want to eat any lake fish for a little bit. Unless it's maybe pike or burbot, because she hasn't had either one of those, or lake trout. But lake trout's a bit different from what I know than rainbow, and way different from char. Oh yeah. Sometimes fishing is just that easy. All you gotta do is drop the pole in the water, and that's it. Okay, something's wrong with this. Am I getting weighed down? Yeah, I think I'm too deep now. Whoops. Oh, nice. What kind of bass did you catch? I've caught bass in the past, like as a kid, but I haven't eaten one. I haven't eaten one, nor have I filleted one, because I was too young. I was really too young to, do anything. I was like 5 or 6 when I caught a bass. I didn't really know what was going on. Huh. Sinking my bobber quite a bit. Yeah, it's sinking my bobber all the way to the bottom. There's too much weight on this. Damn. All right. I know Arctic char like to bite on this thing, so that's good. I've caught fish on this before. So, come on. There we go. I'm fishing for a stock rainbow trout. I caught one earlier, but it was small. Okay. I'm really just doing catch and release, to be honest with you. Lots of different way to fish topwater. Never thought about that. Oh, it wrapped on itself. That's why. How's everybody's day going? How's the weather where you're from? All right. What kind of hot spots are you talking about? Like, because one thing you got to remember is Alaska's huge. Like, I can't just drive it up the Fairbanks, like it's a day trip. That's a 6-8 hour drive, bro. That's halfway up the state, and Alaska's half the size of the continental United States. So it's a big place, man. When people say everything's bigger in Texas, I say, yeah, that's cute. Like, no offense to Texans, but Alaska's giant. People forget that this is actually the biggest state. I'm just wrapping this bait on here. I just want to see if something bites onto this. This little spoon here is great for ice fishing. If you put those egg sacs on top, and then you have nothing on the bottom, with a little trout pattern. Char go nuts for this thing. But we don't have any char in here, so that's unfortunate. North of Dallas, I've played in the Frisco Center and a couple of hockey rinks. So they're just north of Dallas, where the Stars practiced at one point. I think it's called the Star Center, but I haven't been there in a real long time. But what's the temp down there? Okay, I'm gonna try it without bait on here. Damn, that cast's good. Yeah, I got snagged again. Yeah, they're not liking this. Okay, I'll switch to a different spinner. Oh, maybe a spinner I haven't used yet. Bugs are starting to go crazy now. Yeah. Let's go for blue and gold with this thing. The fish were attracted to this. I remember I used this last time. Uh, 55, but it gets to about 34, like just above freezing at night. But it's nice. Not quite out of winter mode yet. Well, mostly out of winter mode, but not quite in the summer mode yet, so it's nice. Where's everybody else from? Oh, I wasn't jerking it. I wasn't jerking it. I wasn't reeling it fast enough. I'm in Alaska. Oh. I think I had a small bite. Jersey? All right. How's the weather in Jersey? And is the house from Jersey Shore still standing?
Pay attention while you're driving.
And actually, I have a really curious question. In Jersey, do people really say it's a Jersey thing? Because I've always been curious. I've known enough people from New Jersey where I should know, but I don't because I never actually asked them because I figured it was considered kind of offensive. But happy birthday, Ricardo! Everybody, show Ricardo some love. Come on. How old are you gonna be? Get on there. Charlotte, North Carolina. If I'm not mistaken, Carolinas have their own. Which one of the Carolinas has that like orangish yellowy colored like vinegary barbecue sauce that's made by Cattleman's? I don't know. I don't know who makes it, but that's like the best barbecue sauce there is. Well, besides like some, you know, generational recipe homemade type of shit, but 21-inch fluke, damn. Ooh, ooh, I had a good bite. Damn it. I was paying attention to the chat. I wasn't looking at what I was doing. Might have. Yeah, that makes. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Vermont's kind of the same way. I lived there for a couple of years, and sometimes Vermonters can be a little weird. Bobber on this and try it again. As you can see, I try all kinds of stuff. I try everything until something works or I give up. And then I'll do some research, come back and try it again. You can hear people complaining about mosquitoes already. Oh, I did that upside down. Stupid. So I'm just trying to get this in here. There we go. Okay. Hey, birthday chicken. Everybody say happy birthday to chicken. How old are you gonna be? How's it going, PR? Sorry, I hadn't looked at the chat. Thanks, chicken. I greatly appreciate it. There's gonna be a whole lot more stuff coming out. I just gotta have time to make all the videos still. And lots more live streams to come. Awesome. As are you doing your last year of middle school or are you going into high school now? Oh. Wait, if you just turned 14, that means you're going into, I think you're going into 8th grade, I think. I'm not totally sure. Oh, you're going to high school. Okay, cool. That's good. 8th grade sucks. Middle school sucked in general. The entire experience did. All right, cool. My bobber's floating now. So I got a spinner with a treble hook on it. and a piece of shrimp just dangling off of it. So when something bites it, it will pull it under. But no, like high school can be pretty miserable too, especially when you get to senior year, because you just want to get it over with. But like at the same time, everything's gonna be more challenging. There's gonna be more distractions inside and outside of school. You know, like the phrase "locked in," I believe, started either while I was in school or right after I got out of school, and like we just use the word focus, and work. But after a while, it's gonna feel like there's no end in sight because high school's long. It's long and it's arduous. For me, especially when I got to English class, because I can't read where the damn my writing comprehension sucks. Oh, you had a locker with gum in it. I at one time came back to my locker at school, and I think somebody hawked a loogie or they spit a bunch of snot onto my lock. Like I didn't even go to my next class that day. I just went home. I didn't want to touch my fucking locker or nothing. Like I didn't open my locker or nothing. I just skipped class and went home. Yeah, I bet you are. Oh, little bite. When graduation finally happens, that's at one. You could have that sign of relief, but at the same time, you're gonna have some guy like me, saying, "Welcome to the sandbox, motherfucker." That type of thing. That's kind of how it was done with me. So that's how it's going to be done for a lot of other people, especially us boys and men. But I got my advice and I just dealt with it. Uh yeah, we can't catch bass here. We don't have bass in Alaska. Okay, well the thing is still spinning, so that's good. Well, if you're here, I caught a rainbow, but it was just really small. If you look at my other live streams and a couple other videos that I have, well, a video that I have, you can see that I've caught rainbow trout at this exact same spot. Fishing is unpredictable. Everybody knows that. I just like trying a lot of new stuff, especially on a live stream, because then I can have I can have a reference to go back to. You know, I have a reference to go back to remember exactly what I did for the most part. Hello, man from Indonesia with the Indonesian hello. Yeah, I'm gonna do it without the bobber on it this time. Oops. Might not be getting down low enough. Has anybody ever heard about the what was it? Has anybody ever heard about the YouTube channel named Cold Ones? A couple of Australian guys, and they act real dumb and drink a lot. If anybody's ever heard of that, just let me know. I love that. I love that channel. They had a recent video come out, and I didn't get to see it, but I was wondering if anybody saw it to tell me if it was any good or not. If not, it's all good. Thank you very much, PR. I agree. I don't know. I like cold ones. I wouldn't exactly call them girly. They're just eccentric. But whatever. I don't watch them very much, but when I do, I usually have a pretty good time. Okay. Antifa fatigue. Never heard that one before. Antifa fatigue. I've heard that name Antifa, but I don't know what that is. I don't know exactly who Antifa is. Yeah, if you hit the like button, I'd really appreciate it. If anybody on stream ever wants to get better at cutting fish, check out my channel. There's a lot of stuff on there. There's a whole lot more to come. I also do food foraging, cooking. I'm going to be doing some other stuff in the future too. But yeah, I'm not just some one-trick pony. I got a lot of tricks up my sleeve. Bet your ass on that. And at the same time, I like to laugh. I like to joke around a lot. I like to have a good time. Just wait till I get my homeboy Jimmy on the boat, on my boat with me. Then we can have ourselves a real good live stream. He and I are those two types of friends that are obnoxious to sell together. But like, we're having a good time. We're those type of people. Yeah, I'm gonna switch this up. They're not liking this at all. Huh. Okay. Oh. Whoops. Switch back to that. It wasn't this rooster tail, but I've caught a lot of them. I've caught quite a few fish on this one. Works pretty well. Wassalam. Some wieners bait. Yeah. Sometimes the fish use bottle wieners. I don't know. That's more of a catfish and stuff. Really like biting on those. These fish, they don't. They're weird. But they will bite on those sometimes. I've gotten these fish to bite on Zin packs before. That was interesting. Bacon for catfish makes sense. That smell is the scent of that's gonna extend out pretty far. Oh, okay. This one drops real slow. So DB Cooper died jumping out of that plane. How disrespectful. I don't think DB Cooper died on that. I think there's this guy that actually admitted to being DB Cooper, like on his deathbed or something. Okay, I think I just saw a fish in the water. This spinner doesn't want to spin right sometimes. I'm not too sure why. It might be me, but who knows? Today I've only caught one, but it's a pretty slow day of fishing. I'm not looking to eat these right now. I'm hoping tomorrow I can go salmon fishing so I can actually get myself some more eggs for bait and some more fish to eat. It'd be cool if I could film a catch, clean, and cook. But I won't have enough time to edit that by when I can actually, put it out, because I want to be able to put these things out in the morning. Yeah, we're not getting into that political stuff on here. So you can take all the political stuff and get out of here with it. Okay, I don't like this one. This isn't giving me any kind of result that I want. Okay. Okay, I'm going to do this one again. But I'm going to put a piece of split shot on it. So that way it hopefully flows through the water and casts a little bit better. Thank you, PR. Please give me, let me get some love over here. I've worked a very long time to get as good. Actually, no, I'm not going to talk about that. I was talking about cutting fish again, but you guys have already heard me say it a few times, so I'm not going to say it again for right now. But yeah, show me some love, everybody. Like I got a lot of talent. I got a lot of talent, a lot of tricks hidden on my sleeve, and there's only time will tell after they all come out. And I know the information I have available to people is going to be very useful to some of you. Maybe not all of you, but I got a lot of cool stuff coming. All right, I'm going to see if I can make this thing work. I'm using that black thing again, but I put a piece of split shot on top of it so that way it casts better and it'll sink. And maybe I can like jig it, kind of like it's a lipless crankbait. Let it sink, reel it, let it sink, reel it. Just hope something wants to take it. I'm not really sure. Okay, it sinks real slow. Topwater mice will work on wild trout. They don't really work too well on these stock trout. They're not really biting on mice. I tried using mice on these quite a bit, and I couldn't get shit on that. So okay, I wasn't reeling fast enough. No wonder why I was spinning around all funny in the water. I'll let it drop. Are you talking about real like cooked crawfish or the crawfish lures? I've heard some people using the crawfish crankbaits or whatever for like char fishing, but I don't really see how that would work because we don't have crawfish here. Okay. Button lures? Oh, like threading a piece of line through the middle of a button and then tying your hook onto the end to it. Is that what you're talking about? Button lure? I was using a rooster tail earlier. I'm just experimenting with this because I've caught fish on this before. I mean, pretty sure, yeah. I've caught fish on this before. Some of you have seen it, but not all of you. Okay. Let's try it. Ooh. Listen to PR. PR means public relations. He's a public relations manager, so he knows what he's talking about. Yeah, what he said. Yeah, these fish aren't liking this. Not today. Okay. Let's try. Going back to. Ooh, I'm sliding. Okay, I'm gonna put that circle hook on I had on here earlier. Oh, it's so annoying. I'm trying not to slide down the hill right now. Sorry, I'm not trying to fumble around with this. I'm trying not to waste anybody's time. Just trying to get everything set up here. Come on. There we go. Where did I put that bobber? Where did I put it? Oh, it's in my pocket. How's it going, Magic? It keeps sliding on everywhere. But I have a question for everybody here. Does anybody here work in retail? Like I got a serious question for you that I want to see if anybody's experiencing the same thing I am. Hello. Lady out. Taking her baby on a stroll. If anybody's ever been to Alaska, a lot of people will tell you that everybody's really nice up here, and they are. But like at the same time, people don't really everybody else's business like in some places. Like I lived in upstate for a while, and like if you're not from there, people just know. Like in my experience when I was there, I got stared at a lot. It was weird. But anyway, if anybody works in retail, I got a question for you. Have your customers become more like, you know, have they been bitching and crying a hell of a lot more lately than they have been in past years? I think I put my bobber upside down again. Oh, no, it was just wrapped up. All right, cool. Because lately at work, like, I've been having some, like, serious issues with some really bad entitlement issues with some customers. Like, I just don't get it sometimes. Or, you ask someone, "Hi, how are you today?" and you just get completely ignored. That's pretty annoying. But what's everybody up to today? Anybody got any questions for me? Like questions concerning fishing or seafood or whatever? Well, wow. These fish are not biting today. Not really. Why aren't they wanting to bite? My bobber keeps getting all twisted around. I might be able to catch one more fish here pretty soon. Down just a bit. Yeah, they're not too hungry today, unfortunately. PR's been here before while I was live streaming. He knows that this setup works. Casting the exact same way, doing the exact same thing. Yeah, I caught one fish earlier. Oh, that was a bite. Did it steal it? Oh, it stole my bait. Yeah, I think it did. No, I didn't. Yeah, text my girlfriend back real quick. Cast it back out to that spot, or a little bit to the side of it, because that definitely wasn't me that got that bite, and that wasn't me that moved it. I'm absolutely certain. Wow, another bird's nest? Are you kidding me, bro? Come on, bro. You gotta be joking me right now. Wow. I've never dealt with bird's nests so bad with braided line ever. I think I know why, because there's knots in the line. That's terrible. Oh my God. Do you guys see this? Like, I literally just put my line out. Well, guess I'm gonna have to hand line it for a minute. Oh. Okay. All right. If I get a bite and I catch a fish like this, every single person on this stream needs to subscribe. Like, I got my hand wrapped around this now. If there's a fish that bites onto it, I should be able to get it, hopefully. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, it's funny because this actually happened on both rods today. Like when I get out of here, I'll just cut this off. Sucks how I missed that one bite from earlier. Oh. Come on, come on. Oh, no. Yeah. Okay, I got a fish on now. Yes, I do. Oh, yeah. Come on. Yeah. Every last subscribe to me now. Every single one of you. Ow. That hurt. That was dope. I just handlined this just now. All my line got tangled. All of it. Ooh. Ooh, this is a pretty little trout, actually.
I've been listening to you this whole time. What do you been using?
Cooked shrimp. That one looks different. Like that one's got some serious spots on it.
Smaller, yeah.
But like for a small one, yeah, it doesn't even have its fry spots on it anymore. Like that looks like a breeder, like a wild one that was born here. Well,
The south end, you're gonna catch a lot more.
I've been fishing over here quite a bit, and I've been having some pretty good luck. All right. Well, now that I'm all tangled up here, guess I'm at the end of the stream, unfortunately. Thanks for everybody for watching. If you like what you see, just subscribe to my channel and watch out for more live streams. Thanks, everybody. Like the stream. Have a good night.